What's going on? It's Machanga back with another video. If you're not new to my channel, then you know I love laptops, specifically modern lightweight ones that look great and also perform well. After using this machine for over a month, I can say that whether you're a student, working professional, casual user, photographer, or someone strictly working from home, the level of performance you can get from this ultra portable laptop is nice. I have fairly high expectations for 11th gen Tiger Lake Intel processors running on the new Intel Evo platform. So today, we're going to review the brand new Lenovo Yoga 9i. This is a 14-inch 2-in-1 convertible with a genuine leather cover. More details and my affiliate links with updated pricing will be listed below in the video description. Diving into the specs, this Yoga 9i is running the 11th gen Intel Core i7 1185G7 CPU, aka Tiger Lake, integrated Intel Iris Xe graphics, 16 gigs of DDR4X RAM, which is sadly but not surprisingly soldered to the motherboard, and a 512 gig SSD that is upgradable. This machine can be configured in a number of different ways on the Lenovo website, but my review unit is on the higher end of the available models. All models come with a 14-inch IPS touch display, but you can choose between Full HD with Dolby Vision and the one I have here, which is a 4K HDR screen. I'll talk more about the screen in a moment. So the design of this laptop is something to drool over. It's the thing that drew me in when I first took it out of the box. It exudes quality. This isn't the first laptop with leather, and I know some people will hype up a product because they're being paid to say nice things. I'm not being paid by anyone, and this is not a sponsored video. This thing looks and feels amazing. The shadow black genuine leather cover is just so nice and it feels premium. I've been using a fake leather-like skin on my MacBook Pro because I like the look and the feel, but this cover on the Yoga 9i is miles and miles ahead of this thing. The entire build is a combination of leather, glass, and metal. There is nothing about this chassis that says budget. Weighing in at around 3.17 pounds or 1.44 kilograms, it feels substantial when you hold it, but not in a bad way. Now, let's take a quick look at the available ports. On the right, it's pretty clean with only the power button here. Moving to the left, we have a single USB 3.2 Gen 2 port, two full-featured Thunderbolt 4 ports that not only charge the device, but can run one 8K display or two 4K displays. Last but not least, we get the headphone microphone combo jack. The port selection is minimal, and I typically prefer at least one HDMI port, but all of my current monitors support Thunderbolt, so this is sufficient for my workflow. Moving around to the back, there's the Lenovo integrated pen. This pen uses Wacom technology, and I really like having a garage pen that charges while it's in the silo. It's just a convenience thing. This 14-inch display has a 16:9 aspect ratio with a 3840 by 2160 resolution. It's a glossy IPS panel, so we get deep blacks, vibrant colors, great contrast, and it's color accurate. Lenovo claims 500 nits of brightness, and I found that to be true for my unit. It's HDR and supports Dolby Vision. Covering almost 90% of the display surface area makes for nice thin bezels that translates into a more immersive viewing experience. If you're concerned about the performance of the screen in direct sunlight, at max brightness it was fine, but of course the reflections will be there. Inside my office, reflections weren't too big of a deal though. If you use Lightroom, Photoshop, or edit videos, you'll be happy with the color gamut on the Yoga 9i. It covers 100% sRGB and 90% DCI-P3. Back to the Lenovo integrated pen, it's a decent size and it works great on this screen. If you want to sketch, take notes, sign documents, and pretty much anything else that accepts pen support, the experience should be a good one, and I found lag to be very minimal. This pen features a special nib that replicates the feeling of writing on paper. It's a really neat addition. Overall, the display is not only gorgeous, but functional for both media consumption and productivity. Right below the screen is the 360-degree hinge that doubles as the rotating soundbar. You might think that the integrity of the hinge would be compromised by integrating even more moving parts inside it, but that's not the case here. I found the hinge to be nice and firm, but it also just glides when you switch between between the different convertible modes. While it's only been a little over 4 weeks since I first started using the Yoga 9i, I don't foresee any failures or malfunctions related to the durability of this Hinge design. The Dolby Atmos stereo speakers on this laptop sound great and they get nice and loud. We get 2 tweeters and 2 woofers. I didn't use last year's C940, so I don't know if the speaker quality has improved this year, but I do know this sounds really good, and that includes the bass response. I have 0 complaints about the audio quality on this laptop, and this rotating soundbar gives you clean, crisp sound no matter the position of the laptop. Moving down to the keyboard, it's a nice backlit tactile keyboard with decent key travel. You shouldn't have any issues typing on this comfortably for long sessions at a time. I've used better keyboards on other laptops, but this isn't a comparison video. It's a positive typing experience with no fatigue, and the keys are responsive during gaming. This keyboard deck is aluminum, but the palm rest area and touchpad or trackpad is all edge-to-edge glass. It's a super sleek buttonless design, and the all-new Glass Sense touchpad uses precision drivers. It's silky smooth with all the gestures. It's definitely going to pick up some fingerprints, but what glass surface doesn't? Lenovo claims that this new design brings 50% more active surface area with haptic feedback, and they didn't exaggerate. I found myself using my microfiber cloth more, but it's worth it. If I had to point out one negative, it's the lack of a mechanical click on the trackpad. Again, it's haptic feedback, so it might be something you'll have to get used to. At the top of this display, there's the 720p webcam with the privacy shutter and dual array microphone. The camera quality is more than enough for conference calls and casual video chats. If you plan to do any streaming, just pick up a Logitech C920 for that. I've said it before, a privacy shutter should be standard on every laptop with a webcam simply because privacy matters. So I'm happy to see it continued here on the Yoga 9i. For another layer of security and a quick way to log into your laptop, we have the Ultrasonic fingerprint reader here on the palm rest. It's responsive and accurate. When it comes to connectivity, there's Wi-Fi 6 and Bluetooth 5.1 on board. In my time with this machine, the range and strength of the connection has been solid, as expected. I'll put up some performance benchmarks for those that are interested, but this thing is a major upgrade over Ice Lake. It outperforms that last gen processor with ease. Right now, as of the recording of this video, this is the fastest, lightest ultra portable on the market. The Tiger Lake processor did not disappoint. It's actually true that the performance of the new integrated Xe graphics runs circles around the previous Iris Plus graphics. Just to recap, we get the 11th gen Intel Core i7, 1185 G7 CPU, and 16 gigs of DDR4X RAM. Multitasking is one of the primary reasons to pick up a convertible laptop like this one, and it handles a load of tasks very well. I've been pleasantly surprised with the results ranging from normal everyday tasks to editing photos and even some surprisingly satisfying gaming sessions. I remember a time where it was unheard of to play any games on an Ultrabook without a dedicated graphics card, but in my opinion, those times are over. Obviously, you're not going to get great frame rates on high settings in 1080p, and you're not going to be playing anything in 4K, but on low to medium settings, you can get smooth playable frame rates well over 80 frames per second. This is a thin and light laptop that can handle work and play. Since this is a thin frame, a certain level of thermal throttling is expected, but the Yoga 9i handles it well. It never reached the point of noticeable slowdown in my workflow. The fans did ramp up to maintain a decent operating temperature, but it was never overpowering or disruptive. Even while running benchmarks, it didn't get so hot to the touch that I couldn't use it on my lap. Like all the machines I test and use on a regular, I like to stick to performance mode, and that's mainly what I used on this laptop. In performance mode and with this bright 4K display, battery life is going to suffer. With mixed use, I consistently got a little over 7 hours of battery life with the brightness turned down a bit. If you opt for the 1080p display, you can easily get close to 10 hours of juice depending on your use. It's a 60 watt-hour battery, and the included 65 watt charger will get you from 0 to 100% in just over 1 hour. The rapid charging here is great. The Lenovo Yoga 9i is an easy recommendation. It has a luxury design with excellent build quality. The performance is great for productivity and even casual gaming. This is a 14-inch convertible that isn't much bigger than a lot of 13-inch laptops on the market. The speaker system is awesome and the screen is top quality. It's not all unicorns and rainbows though. There is no SD card reader, not even micro SD card, no HDMI port, and the RAM is not user upgradable. But as a whole package, the Yoga 9i delivers in nearly every category. If you want to see a comparison between this laptop and the new HP Spectre X360, let me know down in the comments section. If you like this video, hit the like button. If you feel like it, jump down in the comments section and let me know you like it. If you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe and make sure you tap the bell icon so you'll be notified every time I post new content. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video.